I have a bad relationship with reading, and I remember back in school when we had to read the Harry Potter book and the Half-Blood Prince, which is about 600 pages and this thick. It's a lot for someone who doesn't like to read and also someone who doesn't like Harry Potter. Yes, I am this weird kid. But I didn't read it, and all I did was I read summaries every week of the chapters we had to read just to pass the lesson. But anyway, why do I not like to read? And why do so many people not like to read? And can I change this habit if I just read every single day? That's what I'm about to find out. Why I think I don't like to read. I think you pick up a lot of habits from your parents, the good and the bad ones. My parents never were big readers. I don't really remember them reading a book or something on a Sunday afternoon. And we also didn't have this huge, massive, very nice looking bookshelf you see in some people's homes. Which I think if you grow up in an environment like this, you're just inspired to read. Second, I honestly think I was surrounded by a lot of boring teachers throughout my life. And don't worry, I don't think they will see this video. But anyway, when you're a teacher and you force someone to read books they're not interested in, they distance themselves from books and they think they're all boring. But why do I want to change this now? I think reading books is the only way to really jump into a different era, jump into someone else's brain and live through someone else's eyes, I guess. Plus, these days we spend so many hours looking at the screen that it's kind of time to take a step back sometimes. And reading a book is something I think can help me with that. Plus, there's a very weird attraction when I walk past a bookstore. I always want to enter, and most of the time I end up buying a book which I most of the time do not read. So it kind of became a running gag between me and my wife. So let me show you the books I bought but did not read. Yeah, I have a problem. So up we go to reading every single day. And I do not really want to limit myself to a certain amount of pages or minutes. I just think I have to read at least 10 pages every single day. In the coming days, something very interesting started to happen. I kind of got into a routine where every evening before going to bed, I found myself reading in bed. And it turns out my sleep got improved significantly. Not only do I feel better, also my watch is telling me that my sleep got improved. You can clearly see the past month, it's all green, which basically means my sleep was ideal. Where before you could see from time to time some yellow or even red ones. And this is just mainly because before I went to bed, I didn't really shut off from like watching a movie, a show, or browsing YouTube, Instagram, or just the internet. Now with reading, I have a clear boundary between my day and when I go to bed. And I think this really helped me. What I realized fast was that if I was reading a book, I couldn't stop just at 10 pages. I had to finish the chapter because the story was just very good. I picked up this book right here. It was simply in the top 10 of my local bookstore. Of course, it's catchy, the front page, but the story got me interested. It's about climate change in the future and it's very interesting. It's really catchy and I really like it. I have finished the first book in a while and it was amazing. But time to look forward and it's time for something I have put off since a very long time. It's this one right here, A Brief History of Humankind. I have started reading this. It's a heavy book, but it's a good one. But it's intense because it's a lot of information, but it's written very good. So I will see how it goes. At first, I definitely had troubles reading it, but it started to get better after a while, and I would say I definitely learned a lot. I mean, it's a brief history of humankind. I definitely should feel smarter now. Honestly, I don't remember all of it, but I guess that's normal. I can proudly say the past 30 days I have been consistent with reading every single day without missing even one day. And it's not like it's a habit right now. I think for that I still need to go a bit further. And I do fight with myself sometimes to read, but I get it done. And I guess that's the important part. And in the past 30 days, I have read more than ever before. And I actually have finished a lot of books I have showed in the beginning, just so that you can visualize it. These are all the books I read in the past 30 days, which is a huge accomplishment for myself. And it's amazing if you think that just by having a habit for 30 minutes, reading every single day, you get to learn so much knowledge, and that over your lifespan is just crazy. Of course, eventually you will forget some of the things you have read, but that's just normal. And currently I'm in the middle of reading Homo Deus from Yuval Noah Harari. It's very good, it's very interesting, and it's not about the brief history of the humankind, it's about the future of humankind. If you do have any recommendations of books I should read, leave them down in the comments. You will also find all the books I have read the past months in the comments down below if you're interested in getting any of them. Drop a book icon in the comments so I know you have made it till the end. Stay awesome, and I will see you next week. Have a great one.